So if you think about it, it's kind of the calm before the video game storm in a lot of ways, because we know officially that like Rockstar Games has said that they are going to be revealing the next Grand Theft Auto 6, in the beginning of December. It is the very end of November here. So I thought this was a good time to have a little chat, a little check-in before things get crazy, and just talk about what the next Grand Theft Auto game could be and kind of what I want from it. So I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comments. I have two main things I want to touch on with Grand Theft Auto, like what I want from the next one. But this is a big deal for a lot of reasons. Obviously, many of us, myself included, have a lot of fond memories, some formative gaming years with the Grand Theft Auto series. For me, it was Grand Theft Auto 3. There are some people out there, their first Grand Theft Auto is Grand Theft Auto 5, and that turns me into a skeleton. But a lot of people have something with Grand Theft Auto. Hardcore gamers, casual gamers. There are people I know who barely play video games, but they'll go out and buy an Xbox or a PlayStation just to play Grand Theft Auto. Probably never finish the story, but have a ball. The game has gotten so big. The franchise has gotten so big. It is like the most, I don't know how to say this, I'm not smart, like a money generating entertainment thing, like movie, video game, anything in history. And that's wild, considering it's being made by a very, like, you could argue, like a traditional model game developer. Now, I know Rockstar Games has changed over the years, right? Leadership has changed. They've made decisions that a lot of people don't agree with, whether it's them just doubling down on GTA Online for, some would argue, too long, to the Grand Theft Auto trilogy remaster, how they bungled that. Some people are over it, but I think like that aside, I think the next Grand Theft Auto is just poised to be a big thing. Your favorite content creators out there, so I know like some of Game Ranks' plans, like they're like, yes, a new Grand Theft Auto, fun videos to make for a long time that people want to watch. It's just like an interesting thing, right? And it's just in this weird situation, right, where like the Grand Theft Auto Online, the shark cards thing, that was like the necessary evil almost for them to just endlessly print infinite money to then work on this next Grand Theft Auto game basically forever. I mean, it's been so long. I don't even need to tell you it's how long it's been since Grand Theft Auto 5 originally released. So now with 6, I guess let's just jump into the things I really want. And this is the leaks aside. The game did leak a couple of months back and showed like some early stuff in the game. We don't know how much has been changed since then. We don't know how early some of that footage is. I have seen a lot of it, and with some of the ideas, I did like what I saw, but there's still so many questions out there. And my big thing, of my two things I really want from the next Grand Theft Auto, the first thing is a bit obvious, but it is gameplay something. I need something here to make this special. At this point, Grand Theft Auto 5, I didn't love the story campaign, but the gameplay, it was just like a fully fledged, very detailed Grand Theft Auto game. It played like the most comprehensive Grand Theft Auto game yet, but ultimately it was still a Grand Theft Auto game. It's third-person shooting, it's mini games and busy work, it's stealing cars, it's driving around, it's racing, it's running over pedestrians and stuff like that. The big innovation that Grand Theft Auto 5 really brought was the character switching thing, right? So at this point, I am, and like a lot of times with games, like I'll just give me more. But this time with Grand Theft Auto 6 and it being so long, I do want it to have some it factor in the gameplay, something completely different, something we haven't seen before, something that'll really blow us away, whether it's a new addictive element, something that we just haven't even thought of how a game will work. I don't necessarily want just more Grand Theft Auto with better graphics and even more painstaking details. At this point in my gaming life, and like I know some people might not want to hear this, but like in terms of quality, I love details. I love little things that really help immerse you, but I don't need like I don't need a character to pick up like a can of seltzer and you be able to see every texture and every little thing on it. Like I don't care about that stuff. I care more about the fun factor at this point. So I'm really curious to see what Grand Theft Auto 6's big thing is. Its mission statement. It's like, design document, like gameplay thing. Like, what is the thing that pushes this forward? The thing that really makes, or creates the need for Grand Theft Auto 6 to really exist. Now, again, you could argue it could just be new characters, new location, better graphics. That's it. It will probably sell like hotcakes, sure. But even with Rockstar's modern faults and slip-ups here and there, I still expect a lot of them. And I expect them to try hard and innovate. I mean, they have all the money in the world now. They've more than proven themselves with the last Grand Theft Auto. But I don't know. Who am I? Like, I don't make games. I am armchairing, but that's it. One thing that could be interesting in terms of like what is the it factor? What is the gameplay thing? What is the exciting new thing that this Grand Theft Auto really brings? Could actually be the location. And I don't just mean like the setting, which I do like the setting that the leaks are, implying and showing, and the size of it. But it's not necessarily like, oh, new location. It's really how it's used, if that makes sense. If you can feel like you're more living in this world, if there are new interesting ways that you as a player can like actually directly engage in this world other than like a golfing mini game or running over an old lady and taking her money. Like if there's something else there, I would love to see that. Does that make sense? And again, I just want to put this out there before the game does like get shown off or anything, but like, if the rumors, the leaks, everything is implied, like the setting, I am about it. I think there is room to showcase, especially if they go big with it, there is room to showcase and show more angles of America than ever. And that's what I really like about these games, is that it is willing to poke fun of American culture, American pop culture, and also tell a good like crime tale with zany characters in the middle of it. So my other thing with what I want for Grand Theft Auto 6 is, I know Grand Theft Auto is more mainstream. I know they like to go wacky and zany, but I really still hope that they hold on to the storytelling thing. Because say what you will about Rockstar, but they're still committed to making billion-majillion-dollar game experiences that tell actual stories. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is insanely detailed, graphically beautiful, massive budget, super mainstream, like everybody bought it. It's a crazy thing, right? But at the end of the day, it tells a subtle, nuanced story with interesting characters in ways and approaches that, like, I haven't seen in a movie. I haven't seen in a TV show. Like, they told a tale there. They took video games as the medium and used it to really sell a story. So I really hope, like, with Rockstar leadership changes and like all these things and stuff like that, and with it being Grand Theft Auto, it's not as high art as something like Red Dead. I still hope that they are committed to telling that cool story. I think if there is more than one protagonist or like main character, they can do a lot there in terms of a video game having so much time. You're in this world for so long, you can develop and actually feel a relationship between two characters, something like that. I don't know, but like how Red Dead Redemption 2 was really special in some of the subtler aspects of the story it told, of people, of community, of the West, of family, of passing things on, of lumbago. I'm hoping that Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar, like with this next one, like has the balls to tell like some subtler, more interesting aspects of a story. And again, I know it's Grand Theft Auto. It should be zany. It should be crazy. I'm not looking for Grand Theft Auto to like take itself seriously or anything like that, but just be interesting, you know? Again, this comes back to my bias, to be totally frank. Like the story in 5 didn't totally grip me. So that's where I'm at. Long story short, too long didn't watch. Essentially, I need gameplay, like the it factor. I need something new, something compelling, something really, really interesting, something we haven't seen before, whatever it may be. And then number 2, just a damn good story with damn good characters. I know those aren't necessarily like hot takes or anything, but I just kind of wanted to yap about this and put this on paper, because like I haven't like gone on record on this channel about the Grand Theft Auto series a lot. And I think even though there have been so many games and they're massive hits, right? I think there is still so much room, so much runway for Grand Theft Auto games particular to tell interesting stories, show weird locations, poke fun at cultures, modern culture, whatever. There's so much more there. So I'm just hoping 6 and beyond really takes advantage of that. Doesn't lose sight of that. Because man, being there from Grand Theft Auto 3 and just like seeing the advertisements, the radio stations, all the like really over the top, like really good, cynical, fun, crass stuff, like just making fun of everything, to just a crime story, very simple, with identifiable, interesting, quirky characters. Obviously, the series and Rockstar has like grown up since then, but like I'd like that through line to continue. Again, I'm yapping here, but I'm just talking about stuff I like here. That's what I do on this channel. So I do want to hear from you guys in the comments what you think about Grand Theft Auto 6 or whatever it'll be called. What are your expectations? Are you one of the people who are just like, no, I hate Rockstar forever now? Fine, but thank you for watching, I guess. But no, let's talk about this stuff. I want to hear from you guys. Do you also find yourself where it's like the hype, like there's no way this could ever live up to the hype, the ambition, the sales, the records that the last game broke? I don't know. Let's talk about this stuff, really. There's a lot to be said, and like I said earlier, like we're gonna see a glimpse of the game soon. Maybe it's just a teaser trailer. Who knows? But I'll be talking about it again, I'm sure. I know it's easy to be like cynical about this stuff or these games or these studios, but like I like what these developers, what these people who make games can really put together here. So I wanted to hash it out in that way, you know, in less of a cynical way. So let me know what you think about any of this stuff down in the comments, man. If you like what I'm doing here, though, like I said, I'm just yapping about stuff I love. Clicking the like button does legitimately help me. Thank you. And thank you to YouTube membership and Patreon people for having my back. Thanks to all of you. I'm Jake Baldino. Subscribe because video games, pizza's on me.